All right, guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today, I'll be breaking down how I caught these shorts on silver, and I actually sent this signal to the VIP Discord. So if you don't know, we just dropped the VIP Discord at MTM. It's coming with a ton of new stuff, how to use the VIP, trade breakdowns, giveaways, trading journals, market updates, signals, and 2 calls every single week, being educational calls. So pre-topics I already come up with for 1 call, and then where you can come and present your journal for the 2nd call or ask freely for any questions you need. And that's on Sundays and Wednesdays at 6 p.m. So if you're not already in the VIP Discord, make sure you join up. Hit the link in the description and you'll get a free week trial. So no cost of charge. You'll be able to come check it out, see if you like it, see what's going on, and catch these same plays. I actually sent this trade to the VIP Discord. So you can see here, MTM signal alert. This was yesterday. I'm making the video the day after. Pair, direction, order type, everything included, entry, and this was a limit order. So you were able to actually set this on your chart about an hour or two before the play actually came around. So giving you more than enough time with a screenshot of the chart and the mock-up of it so you can make sure you have everything pinpointed. So as you can see here, I already have my levels out on the chart. It was about 4 p.m. By the time I sent the signal, you guys could see in the picture, it was like right here. So told everyone to set their limit orders up so their positions looked about like this. Maybe, a number or two different. As you can see, I'm throwing it back on the chart. We were looking to short from this area of supply up here, stop loss above the highs, so enough breathing room. And then we were looking to take it to that low a day mixed with the lows there. So if we go ahead and start to let it play out, we can see, and I could have taken it all the way down to this next area of demand, would have given me a better risk to reward ratio, but PSP, beginning of the week, I was only looking to take it down to that low a day there. So as we see price start to diverge or divulge, whatever the word is for begin, we can see it starts to reject a little bit from the top of this gap here. Give it a couple minutes, we can see again, hey, it starts to come down. We're not fumbling into the position. We're still not in the trade yet. We have our limit orders set up here, so we're just waiting. We can see price eventually begins to pull back, and at this point here, we are triggered into the position. So with the signal I sent being a limit order, it'll automatically just trigger you into that position there. So the people who took it were able to get into that without even paying attention and being on the charts. In no time, you can see it started to shoot into profit pretty quick here. Let me actually go to the 1 minute time frame. Price eventually just ripped down into profit. And once it ripped down into profit, I did go ahead and move my stop loss to break even because I was not trying to give all of that back. And if I can remember correctly, we actually fell again. Yep. So at this point, once we fell again, I went ahead and moved my stop loss above the highs because, again, I'm not trying to give too much back on this position here. We already had hit TP2. And as you can see in the signal here, TP2, you can decide how you want to manage the position here. So you can either scale out if you want, suck your stop loss in, and I had sent an update too. Once it was hit, you can manage the play how you desire. Now I'm currently going break even on the trade. You can scale out or do whatever you feel best. So that was a couple seconds ago. Once we're right here, we can see the market was moving pretty fast, and this was actually during the weekly call. So during the weekly call, we were actually in this play and monitoring it as well. We can sit back and continue to see it play out now. We can see we're about, almost to our TP here. The market's just absolutely ripping to the downside. Gave it a little bit, and it came back around and stopped us out in profit. So we didn't give anything back on this trade. We actually made P. I went ahead and updated the VIP Discord again. Everyone, don't mind the typos, everyone should have gotten out of the silver play in profit. GG's onto the next trade. So giving you guys updates, and I already have the TP set for TP1 and TP2, so everyone was able to manage it effectively, and we can see what the market ended up doing for the rest of this trade. Let me go on to a higher time frame here, and we can see it ended up just moving in the opposite direction. So good thing we trailed our stop appropriately. We were able to get out in profit, even though we were so close to TP. I wish we would have hit TP. It would have been a great way to start the week. PSP at the end of the day, everyone made some money on this trade, and it was overall a good trade. So I usually like to manage my position on the 5 minute time frame, but the fact that we were just moving so much, we had gotten so close to the TP about twice. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I walk away with some P on this position and not just go break even. Sometimes you got to make that decision when you're like, hey, do I go break even and give back 3/4 of this trade for zero? Or do I just manage it and make sure I secure something? So this is one of those positions where I was like, I'm gonna manage it and make sure I could secure something. And that's what I went ahead and did on this trade here. Price ended up just pulling all the way back in the other direction. And that's really how I decided to take this silver trade. So we had our higher probability set up here, 3 M1s, an M15, an H1, and an M5. and then you know, how I managed it on the way down, targeting the low a day. Didn't quite get all the way there, but again, still managed to take some P on this position. If you guys are interested in joining the VIP Discord and again taking these exact same trades, I sent this one in here. It has a limit order. You can go ahead and do that. You guys can see here some people actually took this exact trade with us. This is my P&L after the silver signal on a fresh 25K account. Light risk, he was able to capture $300. And then another one, signal called out from the VIP room, price rejected off the top supply. You know, he was able to get out here towards the very bottom. A little bit of a tighter stop. He decided to manage it how he wanted to manage it. So you don't have to directly do it exactly how I say. You can if you want, but you can also put your own twist on it as well. So these were how some other traders in the VIP were able to capitalize on this signal. So again, click the link, get your free week, make some money with us, use that to pay for the VIP room. We're doing 2 weekly calls. You know, I love to catch fish for people, but I also like to teach people how to fish. So make sure you're paying attention and like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to do those 3 things. I'm going to be way more active on YouTube now. If you haven't seen, I'm very active on Instagram and very active on TikTok now, both of that Trader X. So follow me on both of those platforms, please. Comment any questions you have or any other video ideas you want to see. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.
That's that renegade, that nigga renegade, taking up the step on my back.